All right, here we are. It's the Modern Eater Show live from Ska Street Brewstillery. You're looking at Julie Petrocco, Dustin Lemoyne, Justin Brunson, Dave Thibodeau, and then Brian Freeman and Greg Hollenbach are en route. They are en route from Petrocco Farms. And Dave has a little dinner tonight. Dave and Dustin and Bill Graham from Peach Street Distillers and Ska Street Brewstillery will be joining us very shortly. Gentlemen, how are we? Dave, Thibodeau, how are you?
Oh, man, I'm a lot better now that I got a beer in front of me. I'm serious.
I love it. Hey, Brian and Greg, why aren't you guys here yet? Where are you? What's going on?
Well, if we were in Brunson's car, we would be there right now.
I took a shortcut.
Yeah, Brunson took a shortcut.
Does Brunson drive a lot faster? Is that what's happening?
I went the speed limit the whole way.
I don't buy that for a hot second. Dave Thibodeau, so we're doing the show here today, obviously, and thank you for hosting us. Talk a little bit about what is happening here tonight.
Wait, not yet.
Not yet? Oh, you want to do Julie first?
No, man.
Well,
We got
listen,
Julie
man.
on here. We're coming back from a farm.
She told
we
me.
had a day, Jay.
Well, tell me
Jay,
about
we
the.
had a day. We were out there picking corn in the field, man.
No, you weren't.
We look good, Jay.
You may
We
have
got
been in the
some
field.
good
You weren't
stuff.
picking anything. All right. Well, tell me about it.
Julie, tell us about what we were doing. We're just getting back from Petrocco Farms in Brighton, Colorado.
Brian and Greg and Justin we're out at the farm today, and we had a ball. We got to ride what I'm going to call the magic corn belt ride.
Whoa!
And, we got to see a real live corn harvest. We showed them around the facility. It was an awesome visit.
Our Instagram story is fire, Jay. It's fire.
Does that mean
Yeah,
good?
such a good. Yeah. Hey, Brunson, what'd you think about that place?
Oh, it made me feel like I was back home in Iowa. It was great. It was what a great production facility they have out there. The fields are full and fat right now. What a beautiful time to be out there.
What grows? Hey, Julie, what grows this time of year? What are we out there? What were they out there looking at besides corn?
Yeah, man, we're at the peak of our season. Just about everything that we grow is available right now. So what they saw today was corn. Obviously, we have largely green beans, leaf lettuce varieties, leafy greens, tomatoes, eggplant, chili peppers. I could go on and on. It's just all coming out right now, and it's really exciting.
Okay, you guys, I think we're pulling in. Is this it, Dave? Is this it?
Go right.
Here?
Look for that giant sign.
I'm jealous.
Actually, there's two of them.
Look at we're in big red truck. I'm gonna jump out, Brian. Drop your phone or my phone in my briefcase. We're gonna go inside here now, you guys. This is Big Red. This is the farm truck. Oops, that water bottle's mine. I'm gonna pick it up. Where's it at?
Here, I'm going to come grab you at the back door. Come to the kitchen entrance. I'll get you in the short
Go
way.
towards the smoker to your left.
These guys right here.
Oh, no.
Cheech and
These
Chong.
guys. Oh, jeez.
That's,
oh, jeez.
We really didn't need to get this accident happening on film.
Yeah, that's right. You guys are. If you're just tuning in, you're looking at Brian Freeman and Greg Hollenbach showing up here at Ska Street Brewstillery, and we have Julie Maroney from Petrocco Farms on the stream also to talk about their little trip with Chef Justin Brunson to the farm today.
Need my mask. Got to get our mask.
Yeah, bring your mask.
Here comes our mask. This is great, kind of showing up. I think Justin just came out here to greet us. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Brunson, how's it looking there?
It's awesome in here. It looks absolutely wonderful.
Yeah,
now,
it's
Jay,
a good looking
this is
spot.
when we go to
Beautiful.
Dave.
If you were going to open up a new restaurant for 71 minutes at the forefront of COVID, this is exactly how you would want it to look.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Okay, I see your truck parked, Brunson.
Brunson, what'd you think of Petrocco Farms, man?
Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. The produce out there looks amazing. It's so cool to see where all the food comes from to feed so many people with local produce. It was absolutely beautiful, and to taste the produce right out of the field like that is just super cool.
What if you were to talk about, you're from Iowa,
Can
right?
we open this up or will we get in trouble?
I don't know.
Oh. Tell me that. What do you mean I don't know, Jay?
I don't know if you'll get in trouble or not.
Oh, my God. Is that for tonight?
I don't believe that's for tonight. I think that's just prep.
Dave, so we're here because you're doing a great dinner tonight. It's a perfect opportunity to jump in and tell us about this dinner and what we're going to do tonight.
Yeah, we're it's good to have you guys here. It's kind of cool to have you in our new space, but we're doing a spirits and a beer pairing dinner tonight, and there's at the forefront of this thing, I will be speaking with some folks that did kind of a VIP dinner, and we'll be having an extra course. This is at 5:00, and then following that, throughout the rest of the night, you'll be able to order the paired dinner, and I think it was all reservations only. There might still be available, and yeah, the first course starts with a beer pairing, and then it alternates, and there's a spirits pairing or cocktail pairing. Back to beer, back to spirits. Welcome, Greg.
What?
Hey.
Hey,
There.
guys. Hey.
You
All
gonna,
right. Wow. Here we are.
You gonna keep the shades on
This is good. Why not?
like true talent?
I could do that. Man, this is first time here. I got to
Welcome.
take it all in. Ska Street Brewstillery, Boulder, Colorado. From Durango to Palisade to Boulder.
Yeah,
We brought the chef with us.
that's great.
Man, so food's going to come out, and we're going to have a
Yeah,
good time.
I think that the first course is already making its way around, but I don't know exactly what the story is.
No, you're fine.
So.
We want to make sure we get a good job done. Julie, thank you for all of the fun we had today with you.
Oh yeah, guys! Thank you guys so much for coming out. I even learned a lot about the corn harvest myself. So thanks for bearing in the heat with us. You guys look a lot cooler now. I can say that much. I'm not jealous at all.
Cold beer and food.
Not good.
It's going to be so good, Julie. Thank you so much. And Tuesday night,
You're welcome.
we'll see you. We're calling it when meat meets potatoes, Dave. And that's going to be a
Yeah,
good
I
time.
can't wait, you guys.
Okay, thank you, Julie. Julie Petracco.
Bye bye.
That was a good time.
So I almost wanted to talk to her because today
you almost wanted to? She's still there?
Julie. Oh,
Almost.
are you still there, Julie?
Yeah, we almost wanted to talk to
Can you come
you.
back? Because today your brother saw, I think, he saw someone eat some corn smut raw.
Yeah.
We're still alive.
First of all, I don't know what
So-
corn. Can you explain what corn? Do you know what corn smut is, Dave, Master Gardener?
I don't know what it is.
You don't? Okay, let's tell us. You identified it right away.
Yeah, so it's a fungus that grows on corn.
Oh, yeah.
Usually in a lot more humid climate than Colorado.
What are you
but,
drinking? Beer?
whatever. Yeah, so it's a delicacy in Mexican cookery. You see it a lot in like quesadillas and stuff like that. It's absolutely delicious. Cooked down real mild and nutty flavor.
Yep, I've
Pretty
had
cool
some
stuff.
enchiladas.
Ooh,
Was one of the
enchiladas.
best that I've eaten. Like huitlacoche.
We love
Interesting.
coche,
I'd never seen it before. It looked like brains.
a.k.a. corn smut.
Corn smut.
Corn smut.
Saw it right away, man. Dave, there's footage of it. I'm going to try and get my laptop up when we break away, and we'll play some footage of us in the cornfield.
All right.
With the guys, man. In the front, it was like the front
With the
line.
smut?
Just
With the smut. Dave, you
Yeah.
ever eat raw corn?
Yeah, actually quite a bit. Just growing it at home,
I love raw corn, man.
Yeah.
Personally, I'd eat it raw before I'd eat it cooked. As crazy as that sounds, especially more now because I'm not eating as much.
Well, I think
butter.
like some of the sweet corn in Colorado, it is almost better, if not definitively
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, it's
Tuesday
delicious.
night for dinner, Julie. We'll
For sure. I will be there. Thanks for what you guys do.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you for what you do, truly. And it's just a well-oiled machine there, right? We talk about the farmers' conundrums. A lot of times we're like, how do they get it together? Well, a lot of times the production end on that, and then the distribution and how it all works, being able to have that shelf life, right?
Well,
in a
that's
grocery
post-harvest,
store.
man, and that's what the hard thing is because small farmers don't have access to like the post-harvest stuff that these guys do. Whereas, when you take something out of the field and you can cool it down to 34 degrees within 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, I'm doing business with you.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
when it gets real.
Yeah.
And a Centennial Farm in Brighton, Colorado, that's what it's all about. Julie Petracco, thank you.
Of course. Thank you, guys. Can't
Okay.
wait to see you Tuesday.
Yeah, no
Nice
doubt.
to meet you, Justin.
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
nice to meet you as well.
All right, let's reset here from Ska Street Brewstillery. How's the cross posting, Jay?
You can look on that TV and find out. It's
Woo.
not.
Okay.
It's okay.
What does that mean?
It means I'm trying to do it right now.
Beautiful.
That's what I'm trying to do right
Beautiful.
now.
Good stuff.
But Facebook has changed their layout on me, and
Oh, that
so
would
I can't
throw-
figure out if it's going to even let me do it or
Let's figure it
how
out.
to do it. It was
You don't know how to do
scheduled.
it?
It was scheduled, and furthermore, I even edited it to add Ska Street Brewstillery
Let's
because it
try it
got
now.
added late.
Let's try it live. Thank you, brother. This is delicious. We're going to have a great day here.
It has been. We've got eggs, right?
Yeah.
A couple of us got some eggs. I might share with Greg. But we got also some fennel right out of the field.
Fennel,
some
sweet corn,
some dill.
It was awesome.
We got to try some daikon radish.
Right out of the
my
dirt.
man.
It
I
was
wish you were
awesome.
there with us too, Dave.
Yeah.
And you
but I
were-
heard you had a flat.
Oh, it's miserable. Highway 93.
Thanks, 93.
Brand new car, brand new tires with big giant hole just right through it.
Changing a tire.
Oh man,
That's
And
terrible.
of course, it's brand new. I didn't know where the jack was. It
Right.
wasn't where the manual said it was. I was throwing a fit on the side of
You're
the
lucky
highway.
it wasn't painted closed.
Yeah.
You know, the
Exactly.
bolt, a lot of time they're painted
Well, because he
closed.
got his
Yeah.
the deck done,
It
right?
would have been par for the course. I mean, that was the trajectory.
That's what happened last time I got a flat on I-70. It was I pulled out the hitch and it was painted closed. I couldn't even crank the car up. I was like, oh, God.
Delicious ska beer, right?
Oh yeah,
Absolutely. That's what you gotta
Mexican
have.
lager, so it's kind of a
Honey.
it's afternoon beer.
That's it. This is it. This is the menu. Chef, have you looked at the menu?
I had
It is the menu.
Oh, man,
yeah,
put that
take a
chef right in
gander.
front of you. Let's go over it. So you're doing course 1 with an Oktoberfest.
Yeah, are we? I'm not sure where Dustin went, but there he is. It's since Chef already brought out the course 1, is it okay for us to just dive into it? Yeah. So there's a vegan.
Okay,
course
we're going to
and
do
a-
this pairing thing, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
let's
You
pause
wanna
off.
do
We're
that?
going to break away. We're going
Okay.
to do it. Because we're going to do this right because we want to bring these clips back.
Perfect.
Now, Chef's idea was just bring it all out. We'll talk about it just so it can go quick and then stop. Do we want to regroup and it might be easier on the kitchen too to just get the whole meal of what that would be instead of doing it course by.
I don't know,
Dustin
I
and
think-
I talked to Chef Travis back
They
there, and
have a
Chef
plan.
Travis has it all staged to
He's
come
got a
out
plan ready to go.
in waves for the employees and us.
That's awesome.
So
Awesome.
that's the first one right there.
Fantastic. Okay, well, let's break off. It'll be a couple minutes. We'll come
Yeah,
back.
that's
We'll
fine.
have the in front of us. Lighting in here is interesting. We need some good lighting.
You need it lighter than this.
Well, I mean, I'm just thinking, do we have any of?
it's not a cafeteria, dude.
No, I know it. I know
It's a brewery.
You show your food however you want to show, man. In the dark, I'll film it in the bathroom, man, if you want me
Get your
to.
phone out. Get that flashlight
Get
on
that
it.
flashlight out, boys.
All right, we can do this. All's well in the world that we're Ska Street Brewstillery. This is my first chance. I'm looking
It's
around.
awesome.
It's got all of your cool marketing stuff in here, man.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's a blend of our Peach Street stuff, which really is very
Damn it.
far away from ska, from the ska brewing stuff. But it kind of like makes for a weird atmosphere.
What would you call the Peach Street art? Because
all of our characters that are wearing
a little bit
suits and-
psychedelic. There's something to like. I've been drinking the goat for a long time.
Yeah.
and the man with the goat head.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen those,
it's the goat
but
with a suit on.
I was taking other things than alcohol when I see the man with the goat head.
You know what gets me really randy about this place is that a lot of times you go into a brewery, you're not drinking any spirits, right? I mean, that's just what it is. To have that 1-2 punch for me, to where you got the delicious ska stuff and you've got the delicious Peach Street stuff, you got the all in one, and then the kitchen. This place is gonna be a
It's
hit, man.
the Peach Street's very much a brewer's distillery kind of, I guess, is the way I've heard Dustin describe it. And it's
I buy that.
we do it, we brew so many different styles of beer at Ska, and then instead of really focusing on bourbon, which we do, but we were originally thinking bourbon and fruit brandies, mostly Palisade, so peaches and pears, and but we just come at it from a brewer's mentality, and so we'd had Ska for 10 years when we opened up Peach Street in 2005, and we ended up just really filling out an entire bar with our own spirits that we make here in Colorado.
Thank
So-
you guys for joining us. We are going to break away real quick. You'll hear from some great local sponsors here alongside of Jay Parker, Brian Freeman, Dave Thibodeau, and Justin Brunson. I'm Greg Hollenbach. We're doing a show from Ska Street Brewstillery in Boulder, Colorado. We're going to go over this paired dinner It's going to be a beer paired dinner, and it's happening tonight. What's cool is you have a VIP event, and then you have an event to where you can come back and just order at your leisure. Go at your pace.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're going to have some video that we're making next. We'll cut it up. We'll put it out there for folks to be able to access while they get to that dinner.
Yeah, I think it's a cool plan, and if it works out,
It'll work,
it might
man.
be something for the future.
Yeah, super cool. I thought they told me about it. I was like, oh, wow, that's
Cool.
a great idea.
It's a pleasure. So we'll go over the menu when we get back, and we'll dig into the first course. What do you think, guys?
That sounds great.
All right, it's a plan. Right now, we'll take a break, and we'll come right back. The Modern Eater Show continues.
Hey guys, Chris Johnson here, owner of Rome Sausage, your hyper-local source for all things sausage awesomeness. My family is proud to carry on the fine traditions of Rome's founder, Jerry Rome, by producing a variety of amazing sausage in small batches with an eye on quality, not quantity. Every batch is made here in the great state of Colorado by hand mixing spices, utilizing lean cuts of pork to make an outstanding product. Sourcing ingredients and materials locally, we are committed to supporting local vendors, chefs, restaurants, and the entire Colorado food scene. Getting hungry yet? Brats, Italian, breakfast, hot Polish, green chili, chicken apple, and the world's best chorizo. You can source all of our sausage through a variety of food service distributors. If your distributor doesn't carry it, call us. We'll come direct. You want a custom item? We'll do that too. Samples, and of course, sausage jokes, can be had by contacting me directly at chris@romesausage.com or by phone at 303-296-7663. The Modern Eater loves Rome Sausage, and I know you will too.
Hey, Zach Ryder here, Colorado Mills Sunflower Products out of Lamar, Colorado. Your only local source, grown from a local crop to produce a local oil for local chefs. You can find it at Shamrock Foods, What Chefs Want, Seattle Fish Company. Let me try it one more time, then we'll see. Hey, restaurants, we're glad you're reopening. From Colorado Mills Sunflower Oil, we'll see you soon.
First, we partner with the best farmers in the world, and then we tell them, we will take it all. Process whole spices daily, blend custom spices to order, keep it fresh, safe, and flavorful, all so that you can get back to doing what you do best. So whether you're a restaurant, a food manufacturer, or an at-home cook, be sure to visit The Spice Guy at www.thespiceguyco.com.
Hey guys, with Modern Eater, this is Rich O'Brien with Elevation Food Service Reps. I'm here with one of ourselves, a newly appointed hospitality specialist, Felina Hilliard, and we're here in our showroom, and we've got our bar set up, we've got a lot of time. Come see us, come see what we've got, and Felina can help you guys out in the world of hospitality with anything. Take a little journey into the 38th Avenue kitchen just to see what's going on in here, and as I come in here, I'm noticing, Howard, what are you doing? Nothing. Show me, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing? Look at this beautiful equipment in here. Look at this beautiful... Chefs, restaurateurs, anybody that has anything to do with food service, come on over. We'd love to help you with menu development, love to show you everything about equipment, and maybe we'll even have a few pops.
Was I reading a Denver business
All right, let's
journal?
do this. We're back on the show. What Denver Business Journal?
Well, I think I was reading an article earlier just today about, restaurants in the future. What are they going to do to survive? And I think you were in the article.
Brunson was in it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah. I think there
You
might
had
have
to be
even
able to
been, there
read.
might even have been a picture of it.
Oh, God.
Chef Justin Brunson here with us all day today as we sourced ingredients for the summer dinner series. We're swinging into week 7, man. I mean, the summer's almost over. Dave, you were at the last one. What'd you think?
That was a fun dinner.
Yeah.
It was it's a nice place to do it. It's kind of cool to see because Denver seems weird. I haven't really been downtown since BC before COVID. Yeah, seems weird, And then so it was kind of nice to see some people out and about and actually.
Did you get an experience, though? I know that was a wrap right now. Is you can't really go out and get an experience. Everybody's terrified.
Yeah, that's what was so cool about it. It was an experience, and it was it's cool to hear from everybody, from the farmers, the bakers, the butchers, the brewers, the distillers, and have people kind of be able to, as limited as it kind of has to be, we still felt like everybody was interacting a little bit, and it was great to hear Chef Eater. Go through.
George is a great guy.
Dude, wait till you see this dude.
What's your favorite dish, though? I'm curious, real quick.
last week.
I really liked.
Yeah.
I didn't know
He got the eggplant.
No, I know.
That-
I'm curious. So
that,
what was
that
his
was
favorite?
my favorite.
The eggplant.
Yeah, and I loved the mushrooms on the pizza, but it was like I liked the mushrooms more so because vegan pizza, it's a weird one, and they did everything to accommodate me, which was super cool.
Yeah,
and so I think it was to keep like sometimes I'll order a vegan pizza without any cheese at all. It's just really bread and marinara or whatever on it. Yeah, and then but sometimes try a little of the fake cheese, and it's sometimes that texture works a little bit, and sometimes it's like I shouldn't have fake cheese.
Brunson, are you noticing the chef dance over there?
Oh,
He's like, I'm trying to keep an eye on the
I
kitchen.
gotta go get my
let's do it.
So first of all, let's do this, Dave, because I'm going to try and time this out in my head how it should go. So just let's try and do this follow. Here's what we're going to do. So we're going to take this paired dinner for tonight. Brunson, you're going to be the narrator of what's on the menu itself. Okay. So grab the menu. Here, you take this.
Y'all have to be able to read for that. You know
how to
right?
read,
Okay.
and you're a very declarated chef, we'll say. First thing I want you to do, Dave, is I want you to talk about this gentleman that's joined us right now. Get that microphone. When you talk into it, talk real close. I know you got to get into the kitchen.
He's not a favorite of the camera.
Well, that's okay.
He just wants to talk about the course.
I know. That's
All
cool.
right.
But don't you want to say something nice about it?
Yeah, Chef Travis, who is, I've only really had a chance to talk to him a couple of times because I reside in Durango, and then we got hit with the COVID thing, and he came on board with us, right when we started in that first grand opening. We had our 71-minute opening and did a fantastic job with a new kitchen and a new team. And I've only been up here once for dinner since then with my family, and it was unbelievable. I was so excited about how everything turned out.
That's great.
And and from the reviews I'm hearing and seeing and the job that Chef's doing, I'm really stoked that you're
awesome.
that you're our man here.
Chef Travis, paired dinner. We're going to start. You're going to talk about, and this is where we do the go. Okay, now it's like you're right to him. So here's the beer, here's the dinner. Brunson's going to do the dinner. You're going to do that, and then Chef Travis is going to talk about the plate. So this is cool.
Okay.
Cool. So the first course here, it's meaty. You got a smoked porchetta de testa, natural ferment pickled with late summer vegetables, and spent mash rye crisp.
And then and there's a vegan and a meat one with each course. Yeah, so go ahead and talk to
for
vegan.
all you vegans out there, which is awesome, my wife would love this as well. We got a smoked and dried heirloom tomatoes, pickled wild mushrooms with marjoram, and spent rye crisp.
That's fantastic. What beer are you going to put?
And then we're pairing it with our Oktoberfest, which is seasonal beer, obviously, and it's it's only the third year we've had it. It won gold medal at Great American Beer Fest in 2018 when we first came out with it. It also won European Beer Star in Germany, a gold that same year, and Stockholm Beer and Whiskey Festival took a silver that year, and then we got skunked last year, and now we've got some high hopes for this year, but it's going fast because it's very limited, and it's I think Chef, if he wants to talk about
how'd you dream
what
it
he's
up,
actually
Chef?
got here, I can kind of
How'd you dream this one up? Get right in there.
Creative process, not really sure. Just looked at the beers and cocktails they gave me and just kind of went off flavor profiles that I know and some things that I thought would be kind of fun.
All right, let's pair it. You take the vegan, Brunson. You take the full on.
Unfortunately, I do have to mention some last-minute edits did not make it to this printed version of the menu.
Oh, perfect.
We had some problems because of the fire getting Gus's.
Oh, yeah,
pig's
this
head
is a
up
good
here.
story.
So I had to scramble to find a pig's head last minute, which I'm sure you know is very difficult.
Very hard to do, yeah. Very hard to do.
And by the time I picked it up, the pig's head didn't have skin on it anymore. So doing a porchetta de testa is
Grab that dish,
possible.
Brunson. Give him a setting.
So it's
and let's do the
it's
pair.
a head cheese, so more of a traditional pork terrine.
It looks absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, give it a shot.
Yeah, get your setting.
And now the crisp, one is a rye and one is a.
They're both rye.
They're both rye.
Yeah, they're both the same thing.
I was just nervous.
So, yeah, our partner, Bill, both here, Peach Street and Ska, his son, I think he's 10 or 11, he raised a pig, and we bought the pig and split it between all of our restaurants, and the head was to make it here for this first course.
Yeah.
And the fires shut down the trip from the western slope to Boulder.
Now, in this beer dinner, do you want people to approach it with the beer and then the food first, or the food first and then the beer? What are you looking at, Dave? Because what are we going to get out of the beers?
Well, I think what's great with an Oktoberfest is it's got some slightly darker malts that give it a little bit of a nutty flavor, and that's Munich malts and Vienna, and that I think with the stuff from the smoker, is what really are complementary in this course, and I think I didn't actually
meatiness with the vinegar and the crisp and the nice malty beer. This is a wonderful pairing right here.
Yeah,
awesome.
it's and I think it's a super clean lager, and it's just got a little bit of a nutty, smoky flavor to it. And I think with a meal like this, it's a great first course. It's a little bit. I'm looking at the vegan one, sun or dried heirloom tomatoes, and the smoked rye crisp made from spent grains. Correct? Yeah, and so spent brewer's grains. So I think it's.
And now point at the camera and say, "That's your first course."
That's your first course.
Yes. Okay, and that's where we'll cut it. Oh, right there. Do it right here.
That's your first course.
Yes. Okay, so that's how we'll kind of do that. I don't know. What'd that go, about 2-3 minutes on that one? We can tighten that up just a little bit.
We can definitely tighten it up. Thanks, Travis.
So that's the first course.
First time's always the hardest one.
First course is out. Oh, well, we will try this. Brian, give it a shot. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. If you guys want to try the tomatoes,
crisp for
too,
you, buddy.
Go for it.
Yeah, no crisp, but that head cheese.
Here you go.
That looks good, doesn't it?
And this is really what it's all about, is trying these dishes and the pairings. I always find it interesting because with beer in particular, and I love beer pairing dinners, it's either you go with the complementary, like these go together, or the antithesis.
Yeah.
Like this is the complete opposite.
Right.
The
contrast.
Yeah, and when do you find yourself getting into those situations to where you're really trying to just do something cool?
That's what's really fun with beer pairings. Like I naturally just go toward flavors. I think of beers that will complement. But when you do some type of a contrast, that's where all the surprises lay.
Those pickles too,
and it's
that one's amazing.
Nice.
The vegan one's absolutely amazing.
Is it really?
Yeah, that smoked tomato with the pickled mushrooms is fabulous.
Yeah, it's nice to have
that.
that.
One's great too, but it's just like this time of the year, everything's so vegetable.
Well, I'll tell you, there's a great balance with that head cheese and the
pickles.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't think that ties really, really well.
Fat loves acid.
Yep.
There you
I
go.
Love acid.
Oh my God. And mushrooms.
Yeah, pretty much anything.
That's right. That's a good one. That really is. And this Oktoberfest is.
Yeah, it's a great beer, huh?
Yeah, so you can see the smokiness, and it actually, if you take the bite before you actually, those tomatoes are really smoky.
Is this what you'll get? So when I sit down to dinner tonight, and I'm not in the VIP session, but I just sit down and order this right here, this menu that might need to be revised a little on the.
Yep.
Just kidding.
That's probably taking place.
Everybody
right
will be
Yeah,
fine.
right. That's why Chef was doing his dance over there.
That's right.
He saw that and he was like, ah!
So this is exactly what will come down to your table. You'll one course at your, finish it when you want to.
Yeah. And so
these types of things. Which beer do you need? Water? Here you go, Brunson.
And I think it's crazy because you drink the Oktoberfest after you're eating some of the stuff from our smoker, and it makes the beer taste smoky.
Is that an extra one? Let me taste just a little.
It's so good, Brian.
Do.
This is worth whatever happens to you guys. This is worth it.
Actually, Brian, with this beer,
so reduced.
We do use Clarity Firm, which is what breaks down gluten. It's an enzyme that actually breaks down gluten until it actually is under 10 parts per million. So
oh, really?
It could actually, if we didn't actually start with barley, we could actually say it's gluten-free.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you would
It
never
tastes
get the flavor,
incredible.
right? Yeah.
Doesn't it? Don't you like this?
Oh,
I mean,
amazing.
Clean
I
and
love all
just
your
mellow.
beers.
Thanks.
I've been
I
drinking your beer
appreciate
for
it.
years, so.
Dave, but at what point do you want to start getting the spirits into these dinners too, though?
So second course, and that's where Dustin should probably fill in for me, and he
setup.
can talk a little bit about the
We can
the
do that for
spirits.
sure. Also, we have a microphone too, so let's just pass the microphone. You stay set.
Okay, that sounds
cool?
good.
Yeah.
Eat some of those pickled mushrooms.
Justin,
is that so? Those are pickled as well.
Yeah,
Chef,
yeah.
give us a preview of what we're coming up with on the second one, because we can do that right now.
Smoked tomatoes and the pickled smoked mushrooms.
Oop. Jay's going to yell at you.
Jay, stop yelling at me.
The smoked tomatoes and the smoked pickled mushrooms are super acidic and bright, and smoky. They go so good with the beer. And it's just so great that, this time of the year, the produce is so great.
Yeah.
And it's so cool to see a brewery doing, real forward thinking. It's like, cool, let's put out a vegan course with, all the meaty courses as well. Usually you come to these dinners and I love these dinners, but my wife's vegan, so she would be like, I'm
well,
going
see,
with you
and that's
have
it,
fun.
though. Right. And so Dave, vegan.
He loves
wants,
beer.
He wants to enjoy one of these dinners.
We're all trying to live in harmony.
Yeah, that's right.
Coexist, man. Coexist.
Yeah.
So, Brunson, grab that menu, turn it around, and
Yes.
while they're getting this second one ready, let's get
All right.
salivating.
Right on. Course 2. The meaty course is citrus-cured salmon, grilled cauliflower, and pureed scallions. And the vegan course for course 2 is roasted pineapple, grilled cauliflower, pureed charred scallions. Both going to be absolutely delicious, I think. And who doesn't love a rum tiki punch?
Right?
Yeah. I mean, come on. I feel like I'm about ready to put on my swimming trunks right now.
That's what's so fun about these dinners is you just get rolling, you talk about it, and you're like, oh, well, what did you think of that? What came out to you? And then you start talking about produce, or I don't know. Are we just food,
Well, no, it's food
geeks?
brings a social atmosphere that I think is so important. That's what's been so hard, AC is this whole thing of the fact that
or MC mid-COVID.
Yeah, mid-COVID. This is just this concept that we can't get together and do what we love to do, which is gather in the kitchen.
Although, did you see what
groups of
Sturgis? They didn't hold back at all.
Yeah.
Well, this place is just it's perfect because it's such a large space. You can get a lot of people in here and still keep your social distance. I think it's this. I mean, I feel totally safe in here right now.
Well,
other than I'm sitting next to you.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
you do, yeah. But we swapped.
But they have the tables all spread out nice. It's a nice big, atmosphere too with high ceilings. The doors are open. This feels like a very safe atmosphere.
Yeah, and let me ask you this because you did this very well with Old Major in your neighborhood. The neighborhood has to adopt you. Now you felt Durango. You're the heartbeat of Durango in my estimation. Palisade, that was a tough thing to get a distillery into a very conservative area like that. That was difficult. Was it easy?
It's funny. Did I tell you?
I read.
We had to do some changing of some rules and really have
some white
go at it
envelopes
with, the
with
town
stacks of
council
money and
I don't even know if that would have worked. But eventually we made our way through it, and it's it's kind of like this place. It's pretty unique to have a distillery and a brewery under one roof.
So there's where I'm going.
Yeah.
Your neighborhood has to take you in. If your neighborhood doesn't take you in or rejects you, that's like getting an implant that your body rejects. And you don't want that. You don't want the neighborhood to reject it. Look at this course. Look at this dish. This looks amazing. Okay, so we're going to do one of those again, start clean things? Okay?
Yeah, we'll start.
So we'll start clean. So this is what I want. Now that we're getting into that, the course 1, they might laugh a little because course 2 is going to look really clean. So when we say start on this one, you're going to look at this camera and go, this is Dave Thibodeau. Course 2, you're at Scott. Whoa, here you go.
Whoa.
That was
What
a
a
great
catch,
Oh,
Dustin.
I'm sorry.
Dustin, that was super good.
Oh, my God. It was like WWF over here. Did you see
As
that?
much
I'm
as I
sorry.
would have wanted to see Dave.
Oh, my goodness.
I'll take that one.
Can't take me anywhere nice.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, my God, that was so close to dousing you, Dave.
I got a little bit, but
Not much.
it's only going to clean me up.
Oh, you're so lucky. Are you drunk? Dustin.
That one was going down. That one was meant
Don't
to
worry
go
about
down.
me. I'm good.
There could have been some
Something
tea in
had
there
to
from
happen.
Russia. Maybe we needed to get that one to the ground.
The Russian tea.
Yeah, it needed to be destroyed.
You know good content, don't you, my boy? Let me have that bar rag, would you, Dustin?
We're just warming up for the dinner right now.
man.
You know, it's
You should have seen me walking across that field earlier. I almost fell down. I'm like walking
I
around.
know.
Slippery.
Did we get all that,
There
Jay?
you go.
That was good stuff. Dustin, we'll break off and clean this up here, Dustin. No worries. Gosh, that was, listen, this is what it's all about, Tell me a Thanksgiving dinner that something didn't break or go.
I mean, everywhere I go,
Yeah,
there's something that breaks.
It's going to break. And Jay knows that with technology. Okay, so we're going to do, should we break and then come back and do, let's do that. Let's break
first.
Come back
Yeah,
to
we'll get
course
Chef
2.
Travis ready
Get
and
everything
we'll
ready
get-
to go.
we'll get
Get
Dustin.
Dustin ready. Fantastic. Jay, what do you think? A break? This team's ready to go.
Yes, sir. Give me 10 seconds.
He never calls me sir.
10, 9,
I
8,
say
7,
that.
6.
Endearingly?
Give him
Or
10
how do you
seconds.
say it?
Look at all the beer for sale. Are these all the rejects where you're using cans? You know what he's doing? He's got a bunch of Misfit cans back down in Durango.
All right. Whenever
He's
you're
putting
ready.
different because is there a can shortage still?
Yeah, there's.
Oh yeah, it's a nightmare.
So you're just putting random beer in random cans.
Well, not exactly. Yeah. Like if you drink,
it's good beer.
Don't be
in
surprised
different
if that
cans.
Mexican lager tastes like a stout.
Oh
no, come on, we're not doing that.
Come
but
on,
we
sir.
are labeling old cans
over it.
Relabeling,
new
rewrapping.
labels over old labels.
Yeah, so there's cans that we're long on, or cans that we don't use, or we rebranded this past year.
Yeah.
So we have a little bit of inventory there. So we'll actually label over those cans.
We
And
got to do a show on that rebrand, man.
All right, we're breaking things, we're eating things, we're drinking things, because that's what we do, the Modern Eater Show, out at the farms all day long. Then we come back, and why not? We're in Boulder, Colorado. Chef Justin Brunson's with us, hanging out.
What up?
Eating things, doing things.
Man, it feels weird to be eating and drinking in the middle of the afternoon.
No, it does not.
I'm enjoying it 1,000%.
That's what life is all about. Our host today, Dave Thibodeau, man, you made it here. After an interesting day.
Yeah.
And we're going to jump into the second course right here. This
let's
four-course dinner.
We need
We're gonna
Dustin
break.
and
We're cool.
Okay,
We're going to
good,
break off.
good.
I'm just doing the setup for the next segment. We'll break off. We'll come right back. The Modern Eater Show. Before we break off, I want to tell you about Jeff Rourke and A-Plus Beverage Solutions. I don't know whether you use Jeff Rourke and A-Plus Beverage Solutions here for this lovely tap system, but I think it was already here.
It was.
You're smart, man. You don't ever want to be the first one in. Ever want to be the first one in.
I'm more of a coattail rider.
That's right. Jeff Rourke and A-Plus Beverage Solutions, if you want to be the first one in, what a terrible segue, because I said you don't want to be. But if you ever want to be, he'll do a custom install for you.
But even if you're the second one in,
he'll
come and make
maintain
it right.
That's right.
He can make it
better.
right.
Make it better. Jeff Rourke is a trusted man, 20 years in the business. He's a family man as well. He's trying for a boy. I don't even know if this is public knowledge. He's trying for a boy.
He's got
3 daughters. He's got 3 daughters. He's like, I'm going for a boy. She's pregnant again, Kristen Rourke, and she said it's a girl. So he's got to keep trying too. We got to pay the man's bills, and he does a great service. It is A-Plus Beverage Solutions, 720-272-3809.
One more time, please.
No, I got to ask you, if you're pouring inefficient beer, what are you doing?
You're pouring your money down the drain.
Don't pour your money down the drain. Pinch your pennies right now. You got to save, and you can do it by calling Jeff Rourke at 720-272-3809. Words of my life. It's Jeff Rourke and A-Plus Beverage Solutions.
Hi guys, it's Rebecca Berry with Hot Schedules powered by Ford. With all of the recent COVID rules and regulations, you may feel like you have way too many cooks in the kitchen. Well, fortunately, Ford is the leading hospitality provider and partner when it comes to onboarding HR, payroll, tax, and compliance needs. So that way you can keep all of those cooks in the kitchen and let us manage all of your administrative needs. That way you can focus back on your business and your growth plans. Give me a call for an analysis on how we can put that ROI back into your business and take those administrative burdens off your hands, because nobody likes handling taxes. That's Rebecca.berry@forth.com, Rebecca.berry@forth.com. And hey, you know what's cool, guys? Keeping your mask on, so that way we can keep our doors open.
Hey Modern Eater fans, I'm Don Trobo with the Annex by Ardent Mills, and I just wanted to give you a heads up about some of the great things we've got going on locally in the state. We're headquartered right here, and we're working with farmers in the San Luis Valley to bring you amazing Colorado quinoa. It's just like the South American stuff, but grown locally. We've got transitional wheat flour that's grown by farmers in Colorado and surrounding states who are in the process of turning their fields into organic. So we're taking that transitional wheat and turning it into flour, and now it's available for you to cook and bake with. And last but not least, we're now cleaning grain berries in Denver. So things like spelt or wheat berries or pearl barley, those are things that we're now doing right here locally and are available to you. Can't wait to share it with you.
Hey there, Barbecue All-Star. This is your year, so what if you weren't drafted? The only draft you need to be worried about is actually spelled D-R-A-U-G-H-T, and it's adult for the word beer. It's barbecue season, baby. Now get out there and grill your ass off.
Yeah, there we go. It's their summer dinner series. I'm a farmer. What's up, everybody? This is Kaibab Savage, co-founder of Savage Spectrum Winery, home of Sparklet, Palisade's newest premier sparkling wine producer, coming to you live from our vineyard. You can see this beautiful vineyard behind us. We're so happy to pair up with the Modern Eaters for the Summer Dinner Series. Check them out online, summerdinnerseries.com, to get your tickets. You can come hang out with us. You can try our latest releases of our Sparklets. It's the perfect aperitif to pair with these amazing creations the chefs are going to bring you. Can't wait to see you guys, hang out with you guys, tell you about our story, get to know you better. Hope to see you there.
Man, that was.
I just had to get hyped up. I just had to get, feeling good.
Okay, welcome back to the show. Jay, do Aspen. Or no?
Yeah. But they're going to have to look at you and do it when I do it. But I can do it. Aspen Baking Company. If you're a bread lover like me, oh my God, I need bread. You know what I don't need? And I apologize to Dave and everybody here, but I don't need beer. I don't need spirits. I need bread. And Aspen Baking Company, aspenbaking.com specifically, is where you go to get bread. It's delicious. They've been doing it since 1994. They don't mess around. They chock it full of sugar, butter, and gluten, baby. And that is bread. That's how you do it. That's how you live. So if you're a bread lover like me, aspenbaking.com is where you go to find that delicious bread. You know what you're not going to find? You're not going to find chemicals. You're not going to find artificial coloring. You're not going to find all the garbage that a lot of places are putting in their bread to make it last a year. If you've had a loaf of bread on your counter for a year and it's not moldy, you don't eat it because it's garbage. What you do eat is Aspen Baking and aspenbaking.com.
Yes. How did it work?
I like the eating. You were eating.
All right. So this is your camera. Course is up. You got to set the stage now. It's the Dave Thibodeau show now. You know your components. You got Dustin. You got the chef. You got these two dishes, and you got Justin here. Okay. So to the camera. Course Dave Thibodeau. Course 2. Let's talk about it. All right. Go.
All right, Dave Thibodeau here at Ska Street. Let's talk about Course 2. Chef Justin, you want to maybe tell us what it is, and then we'll move to Chef Travis, and he can tell us a little bit about what he created.
Awesome. So Course 2, our meaty course, is a citrus-cured salmon with grilled cauliflower and pureed charred scallions. And the vegan course is roasted pineapple with grilled cauliflower and pureed charred scallions. I think this is going to go great with this tiki punch.
Well, I'm anxious.
Yeah, let's, Travis, you want to tell us anything about either the vegan or the meaty one?
Yeah, so with the salmon, think just a real citrusy ceviche with that super savory charred cauliflower in there, and then basically a burnt scallion vinaigrette, just in lettuce wraps, so easily picked up and enjoyed.
It does look fantastic, doesn't it?
You look at the vegan course, and it's like I like to tell everybody that I like to eat rainbows and colors in the summer, as just as eating vegetables. It's like I just go through colors. I eat by color all summer.
And now we have the pairing. Thank you, Chef. That was amazing. The third course will be coming out. All right.
Dustin, you want to tell us a little bit about what this punch is? Thanks, Chef Travis.
Allow me. Yeah, there's a little close-up of a proper pour of that rum punch. This is a new spirit for us. It's something new we've been doing. Peach Street's makes around 30 spirits. I think this was the 32nd we added to the lineup. So it's called Third Wave Rum. And Peach Street's always been about Colorado roots and local agriculture and things we can source from the farmers right around the corner. But ska music had its roots in the Caribbean, in Western Europe, and then in the third wave in its West Coast revolution, kind of the more 90s era ska. So this was a fun little project at Ska Street. It's actually the first one being made in the still here. It's a traditional sugarcane and molasses rum that we cut in a little Colorado beet sugar to keep it close to home and keep some of that Peach Street attitude to it. And this is just an awesome rum punch with a little bit of our apricot eau de vie, so like just apricot spirit straight out of the field, fresh, no barrel aging. Some lime juice, some pineapple juice.
Get on Chef here, Jay.
Yeah, get on Chef. Look at that look. That's a reaction look. Boom in Flavor Town.
All right, talk us through this, Chef, as you eat it.
Yeah, so this salmon ceviche is absolutely awesome. It's just really clean salmon, high citrus, tomato scallion. What really sets it off is this burnt cauliflower and then this burnt onion vinaigrette. So you got like this sweet, citrusy, savory thing going on. And then the big savory blast is this burnt onion vinaigrette and that burnt cauliflower. This is like super happy land right here in the middle of summer. Got a rum punch to go with it. I'm about ready to go put on my hula skirt.
Okay, so guys, as folks are watching this clip for you, and we'll round this one off for everybody, But how do you approach this one, chef, and then Dustin, from the distilling standpoint, the pairing? Should you taste first? Where are you going with it, chef? Go ahead first. You're approaching it with a fork. You're not even picking it up like a taco.
I figured we were sharing it.
No, get in there. This is. Don't worry about it. We can get another one.
Whenever I do tastings,
taste
what
it.
I
Get in
usually
there.
like, I usually like taking a little sip
That's your
of
plate.
the cocktail.
Yep. Go ahead. Thank you.
Cleanse your palate.
Yep.
Get the vibe going with the drink.
Mm-hmm.
And then
grab it like a taco.
Grab this bad boy right here
and start to swirl it around.
Yep,
in
and
there.
give her a drag through this
love it.
delicious burnt scallion.
Yep. And there she blows.
I'm going to chew, taste all this, and then take another little sip.
Perfect.
Wash it down.
Yeah.
Summertime.
Really good to enjoy the food and the beverage pairing.
Do it.
Yeah, as you know, like I was mentioning, just colors. It's the different. The charred cauliflower is fantastic.
Is this how the vegan's going to approach it? Just a little dippity
Pick that bad boy up, Dave.
Come on, Dave.
If you ever
get in
I was
there.
scared. No, I'm not
If
scared.
you ever question, like a lot of people are like, I tried to be vegan, I can't figure it out.
I could be vegan with that food right
Yeah,
there.
you look at this
yeah,
food,
there's
and
nothing
it's
wrong
like-
with it.
Yeah.
And you know what? The first course, Brunson said, really like that vegan dish.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good one. Point at it with a mouthful and say, that was course 2.
That was course 2.
Okay. Cut on that one. That was a good one. Yeah, absolutely. Try this for sure.
I got you another fork over there, too, if you want.
No, I'm going to just jump in here.
Nope.
Yeah, no more settings, please. Stack them up. Brian, we basically live off each other's stuff.
Yeah. I was in the truck.
So come Fresh Kensby again?
Oh, my God. See, what I loved about that, Justin, bright,
It's perfect summer
straightforward.
food, right?
Yeah, straightforward.
It's exactly what you want to eat in the summer.
Yeah.
Something nice, light, crisp.
And
Goes
don't get me
great with
wrong, I
this-
love fried chicken sandwiches all
who
day
doesn't?
long. I love burgers.
Love fried mushroom sandwiches.
Love bacon.
Yeah.
Here, grab that one. See what the vegan one does to you.
There you go.
See what that does to you. Brian, right? That's a good one. All right. Third course is
I got to tell you, though, the salmon, I'm not usually a big raw salmon guy.
What? I love
It's
raw
just-
salmon. It's so buttery and delicious.
It's got to be good, though, man. And sometimes you just can't find it.
What'd you get, Brian?
This was awesome. This was
great.
awesome.
That was a good one?
I think I'm going to go vegan.
Oh, right.
Nah.
Could you imagine that? You eat so much meat.
It's funny. I do eat vegetarian probably 5 meals a week.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, my wife was a vegan when I first met her. Just trying to eat. Being in the meat business
Oh,
ain't easy.
man, right?
It's not easy some days.
Dave, you've done a million pairing dinners, right? Not a million. A lot.
Maybe just under. Maybe around 900,000.
What do you? First of all, what do you like? What strikes you about them? What's a winner? What's a loser for you?
Well, we kind of touched on it earlier, but I really like when there's there's a surprising pairing. It's a lot of the times as a brewer, you get to work with the chef and he'll. You taste a bunch of beers, you talk about what maybe the food should be like, and you think about each course, and then sometimes there's an idea that comes out of nowhere, and it usually, in my world, it's come from the side of the chef, where the pairing to me seems a little like, I don't know about that. But then when it happens and it's magic, that's my favorite part about beer
So
dinners.
can we do a I know the owner thing and get some really rare bourbon or whiskey out here? I mean, he's a whiskey lover.
Of course we can
Okay,
do
well,
that.
we know the guy. Don't we?
We probably have the only 10-year bourbon ever actually distilled and bottled in Colorado.
Whoa!
I mean,
But
wouldn't you
Colorado
like to
Straight
try
Bourbon's
that?
the first ever legal bourbon in Colorado.
Yeah.
And then because we've been around, like we actually hold the first distiller's permit in Colorado.
Oh,
And,
wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, we came on just after Stranahan's, and the Stranahan's since sold, so we're now the oldest independently owned distillery
That's
in
awesome.
Colorado. And so we've got a 10-year that we came out with this past year. And I
I'd
think
lo-
next time we see Dustin, I don't know if maybe we could
titch.
try a little
Yeah,
10-year.
titch.
Oh, he gave a
He
look.
gave
He
the
was like,
look.
like,
I guess
yeah,
you're
he's
the
like,
owner.
I got the go-ahead on that.
So you called it right at the beginning. Hey, can we pull out the big gun? Can we get a favor from the boss?
That's actually Dustin's the boss on that one.
Dustin is the boss.
I don't know. what
You
like
can-
when he
I
laughed.
You can throw another drink at me, man. Well, I mean,
I don't want any more than I had yesterday.
Yeah, just a titty titch.
Yeah.
I just want to smell it. Taste it.
I mean, why? I mean, that valuable to you? You didn't do much?
There's not much.
Yeah, and we've got each year we can now release a little bit, and then we'll save in a little for 15 years.
Yeah, you live the life.
Do you blend a little bit of that? Do you take the 10-year and then put a little bit in there to stretch it further, or no?
I don't think so, but Dustin would be the one to ask about.
Dave,
ask about
if
that.
you can do that kind of stuff.
What?
We're going on another road trip.
And when you say
September. Me and Brian and Jay.
Oh,
End of
gosh.
September. Harvest, man.
Harvest
We're
time.
gonna be back
harvest
down
dinner.
in Paonia.
You're going to go back to Paonia?
Yeah, you want to meet us there?
I don't know.
Huh? Once a year, that's all you can take? So he went on a little leg of the road trip with us and met us in Paonia. And it was really it was a great weekend. It was summer solstice. We all hung out and did a little barbecuing, and I think it was a good time.
It was pretty fun.
Started to tiptoe back into community.
Scared,
right?
It was a little scary,
Well,
but that dinner at Jeff's place at Big B's, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I mean, listen.
That was the night we were beer bonging, weren't we?
They
were doing it a different way,
beer
but
bonging
he
and
was doing
bonging
it a different way.
and everything. I don't know why.
Yeah, I had to walk away that night.
Stumble away. Walk away.
No, it was the very first that I've ever seen anyone just take the headset and say, "Good night, I'm done."
We're waiting on the third course.
Wow.
But he did come back. He did come back.
All right. Hey, Brunson, you are a distillate lover. You like distillates, don't you?
All kinds.
All kinds, right? But in particular, whiskey, bourbon. That's kinda
I am a bourbon
Thank
drinker.
you, sir.
I drink bourbon mostly. I drink bourbon and tequila mostly.
Dustin, you have to grab that microphone and tell us what we're about to get into.
You going to make me talk about our 10-year bourbon? All
I
right,
think you
twist my
like
arm.
to. I think you like to. All right, let's approach this like sirs now. All right, Justin, you are.
Little
What
sniff.
if I just shot this like a?
I wouldn't judge you any more than I already do. Go ahead. No, you got to nose that thing out, right? You got to have a little time with it. I just put a hint in a glass. It's not our usual full pour, but since the sun's still up here, we'd take it easy. But, yeah, I heard Dave saying that's first legal bourbon in Colorado. That barrel is from around mid-2009. They got laid down. We packaged that up last year. So for 10 years, there's still a couple barrels moving towards 15 years in our rick house. So, yeah, these guys have been committed to laying stuff down for a long time. What was the specific question about it I heard while I was pouring?
Oh, I don't know that there was this. Oh, yeah. What?
Well, I mean, I'm getting a lot of
Brian
good notes.
had a
Well,
question.
I was curious. Can you? Two things. First, can you even buy a bottle?
You could find that. A lot of our places around the state, they buy our hand select barrels, so they'll buy an entire barrel of bourbon and use it for a house signature, kind of co-branded Colorado straight bourbon, and they can taste their way through a flight of barrels, and they can pick unique characteristics that they like.
Yeah.
Those are the accounts that get it, and there's probably around 20, 24 in the state that get access to that 10-year for being a part of our barrel program.
10-year.
And always at Ska Street and always at Peach Street. You can actually currently buy that with a side order of fries and pick it up as a to-go order with 10-year. Some classy gentleman in a Beamer did that during the COVID closure. Side of fries and a 10-year bourbon to curbside.
So, guys, this is a treat. You know, I'm getting to drink this right now. So here's how none of us have even tasted it yet. We were really just trying to get to know it. So we're saying, and you got to do this. You got to go, hello, how are you?
Little nose, just a little splash on the tongue.
And then
Get used to it.
Nice to meet you.
Then you can throw it back.
And then you can get a little bit of and we're just conditioning the tongue.
Gosh.
And as you've conditioned the tongue now, then you can bring both senses together to bring the smell and the drink right there to the pinnacle, because you know what? The smell gets you high. I want to tell you right now. So in order to go, and we've done the taste tests, right? We know 50-50 right here. When you can get them both involved, and this is when the taste should happen. Right here, the smell.
I used to like it right out of the bottle.
That's good stuff.
You ever try the old retro nasal? You ever did the retro
no, but
nasal
it sounds
tasting
like it's
technique?
going through my nose.
So the goal is to exhale out your nose and catch those flavor receptors on the back of your palate as it comes out. So take a breath, get the breath in. While your lungs are full, take a sip. Don't pour it into your lungs. And then while your mouth is closed, exhale through your nose. Probably burn a little because you're still getting accustomed. But you might pick up a few flavors, some more subtle cereal grains.
Yeah, well, I got more of the barrel just then.
Yeah, a little more vanilla and a little more barrel character.
Wow.
For sure.
This is absolutely lovely. Wow. This is wonderful. Congratulations.
Yeah. I'm glad you guys like it. I think our barrel aging project out in Palisades is amazing. We get those
the brand change, too. This is different, right, than it used to be?
It's, well, yeah, from our original bourbon, it was
original,
kind of
right?
Yeah. But now that kind of matches you could kind of see the bottles all lined up there on the shelf. So
that's lovely.
So, Dustin,
that's
let me
evolution
ask this
over
crazy
time.
question again. If I came here and bought some French fries, could I get a to-go bottle?
There's only like 3 bottles left over there, but yes, for
now.
In theory.
In theory, for now, yes, you could.
So
those are gone now.
Yeah, I'm like, what? And what do they run? How much do I need to withdraw from the bank?
It's about $100 a bottle. It's not
$100
$100
a bottle.
No, that's a deal.
No,
that's a deal. For 10-year-old Colorado, the oldest distillery in the state.
When we opened up the barrel, we really didn't. We weren't sure what the price was going to need to be because we didn't know about our Angel Share.
You know what? For appreciation for you doing our dinner on Tuesday night, I'd like to get Chef Justin Brunson a bottle of that.
Oh, my God.
It's classy gentleman right there.
I'd like to do that.
That's the only
Thank you
thing
for your
nice he's
time.
ever done for me. I'll tell you that right now.
And
all this free promotion and sex appeal online. He's done so much.
Hey, man.
Whoa.
I get T-shirts.
I would kiss you, but there's COVID going on.
No, man, and thank you. For 3 years running, Chef Justin Brunson's always been there for us. And
I
that's
like
really
what you guys do.
communities-
It's great bringing local distillers and breweries and local chefs and farmers together. What you guys do on the Modern Eater is awesome. So.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, thanks for
Truly.
doing something cool, man.
Rock and roll.
Yeah.
Third course is coming out.
It will be
Give
here
us a
shortly.
preview,
So
Chef.
yeah, I think.
Oh, you want me to announce it again?
And
All
I
right.
know you're on a timeline. You got to get down to STEM, right?
Yeah,
I know.
I'm going to be there at 4:30.
4:30?
I got an hour.
Okay, you got an hour. Cool.
Yes.
All right.
Cool. So we got some za'atar grilled lamb and frika with charred frisee and dried grapefruit, which sounds absolutely amazing.
Oh, my God. You nailed that.
Frika.
Hey, Dustin, while we have you, man, just quickly, a summer dinner series. What'd you think about the dinner last Tuesday night?
It was such a good time, man. Having everybody out at Pizza Republica and just seeing the group come out. Food was amazing. Everybody was well spaced. Good dialogue. Good stories from everyone. It was really nice to see people, physically distant but socially bonding again. It was a great thing in downtown Denver.
Absolutely. Okay, so what components do we need for this paired course? Do you have a beer on this one?
We need the. Yeah, nope. This one's another drink. It's a smoked rye Manhattan.
Oh,
I think Dustin's already got them ready to go.
Travis
has.
How long is this one staying out tonight? Which Greg are we going to get?
I got to go to another tasting.
It is.
Good thing I'm 300 pounds.
3 o'clock in the Mile High City and looking sexy as ever. You should have seen him run through that cornfield today. Seriously, he was jumping over irrigation ditches. He was.
Hey, the cool thing is you
was
can
good.
see
Wasn't
it, Greg.
Fun?
Yeah, you
can
can watch
see
me
it.
almost fall down in the mud.
Oh yeah, on our Instagram story. Thank you so much, Dustin.
Look at these
I think what we need to do is do another little reset, and then when we come back, you're going to do that same thing. We're going to introduce the course. You're going to do the round robin.
Okay, so we got a couple minutes then.
Yep.
Okay.
What do you think?
Chef, this looks dope.
Is that unless you want to fire it off now?
Yeah, I would say everybody's
Let's fire
here.
it.
Let's do it.
Okay,
Let's do
rock
it,
and roll.
yeah. Come on,
so
these people are ready.
You're going to start this thing with just
Yeah,
there
I'm
it
going to
is.
look at the camera.
Yeah.
Here comes course number 3. Chef, you want to just quickly tell us what it is?
Yeah, I'll be the announcer for this one. So, course 3 for our beautiful tasting, we have our meaty course. It's za'atar grilled lamb with frika, charred frisee, and dried grapefruit. And our vegan course is za'atar grilled polenta with frika, charred frisee, and dried grapefruit.
Now, Travis, I wanted to ask you a little bit about it because, and I'll be honest, some of this is foreign to me. So za'atar, I know, isn't it an herb of its own, but also a mix of spices that?
Yeah, so what we're using is a spice mixture. Relies heavily on dried thyme, sesame seed, and sumac are going to be your main flavor profiles there.
Nice. And then frika is a
Frika,
grain.
right? That's how you say it.
Right?
Frika, is that
Frika.
right?
That's a grain?
Frika!
So it's a fire-roasted
leek.
green spelt or farro.
Oh, nice. And then, and frisee is basically
Which family?
endive.
Come on.
It's
Yep, there you
chicory.
go.
So
He got
it's
it.
in the bitter green family. If you go to the grocery store and you see that really frilly white and light green stuff, that's frisé.
Yeah, and it's great. Just how you have it is the grilled. That's I love it so much. One of my favorite things in the world.
So, anything you want to say about either of these?
It's just pretty straightforward. A grilled lamb al sabuco, seasoned with a za'atar, a grapefruit over the top, and yeah.
I love it.
That's fantastic.
It looks amazing.
Where's Dustin?
You want me to give you a Freeman Farm fact about frisé?
Please.
Yeah, do it. While we try and find Dustin.
Some farms will actually take frisé and put a little rubber band around the top of it, so the inside of the frisé does not get any light, and that's what's called a blanched or a white frisé that some chefs will get. There's a little freaky frisé.
I love
fact.
it.
Thank you, Chef.
Thank you,
Amazing.
Chef.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Chef.
everything's been
Chef.
awesome.
Thanks,
Oh,
Chef.
my
Thank you.
God, seriously. Okay, the pairing with this, sir.
So excited I get to eat this tonight. This is really exciting. All right, so it's like a preview of everything. The drink you guys are having is a smoked rye Manhattan. Smoked rye, we actually won a medal for the best smoked rye in the country, as well as a gold medal for the best smoked whiskey. So it was a double gold at the ADI last year. We actually smoked that rye that's grown down in the San Luis Valley with peach wood from Palisade. We get the peach wood down there in these little place called Colorado Malting. Smokes everything by hand for us down there. So about as artisan as it can get. I think the smoke flavor really comes through. It adds a different element to that more traditional Manhattan that you might do with like a sweeter booze. I don't know. It's a unique cocktail unto itself, but I would think this pairing with a little bit of that citrus and everything, the grapefruit, it's going to be money.
How are you going to approach this dish, Chef?
Well, I'm going to have a little drink of this lovely cocktail.
Okay.
Fingers up, of course.
Yeah. Pinky up. Yes.
It's
man.
great. You get this
I see
sweet,
how I would get
smoky,
at this thing.
And then I'm going to go after this beautiful lamb osobuco. It is absolutely
Oh.
gorgeous with the frika salad with it.
Lovely.
Get your freaka on.
Get my freaka on.
Oh, there you go. And that's how you do that.
I love having another chef here.
Oh, it's great, man.
This is fantastic.
All right, get yours, Dave.
All right, so I got the vegan side of this.
Man, I'm going to come back for dinner and eat this again.
Yeah.
It's a steal for $45, man. Seriously.
$45 for
this
all this?
whole deal.
Oh, my. This is a steal.
This whole paired dinner, $45.
You should see if there's any room left tonight, because this might never happen at this price again.
Yeah.
I'm afraid we are sold out.
The whole night is sold out? Or
no, not the whole night. We're open for the regular menu.
So the VIP dinner, they'll be talking about it, but come the other one?
All our paired dinners for tonight are done, I'm afraid. We are out of tickets. We chef prepped everything this morning, and we're ready to go. So I think there might be one or two worth of fudge, but we got to save extras or seconds for somebody.
That's the best polenta I've ever had, and I eat it a lot.
Okay.
It's so good.
Justin, get a little bite of that one, baby.
Yeah,
where do you get your corn? Do you know where Chef gets his corn?
I know where we pull our corn in Palisade, but I don't know where Travis is pulling that from up here. I'm sure he could tell us.
Are you guys making your own, or do you guys make your own polenta up there? Do you guys grind your own corn, or?
We pull our corn from a guy right around the corner, but we don't have any polenta dishes, really.
Sure.
I mean, it's more bourbons and grains, and we might cut a few of those into dishes, but I'm not sure where Chef Travis pulled that.
Okay, here's the point.
It's awesome. There's the top with the polenta. You can really carries through the whole thing, right? Oh, that's awesome.
Here's what's in.
Oh,
what?
go ahead.
Are you telling me? First of all, to execute in the kitchen, just to have one dish that's excellent.
Yeah.
And then to throw a vegan one behind it that's equally as excellent. And then to have the all-time meat guy from River Bear American Meat say, I love this vegan dish.
The vegan dishes are every bit as good as the meaty dishes.
So here's the question. Would you come just if it was this vegan dinner?
I would, 100%.
Boom.
I mean,
wow. But the hard thing is no one knows how good it is, right?
Yeah.
Vegan scares you.
Well, I'm sure Travis was very humble when he was up here, but we were lucky enough to hire him from a pretty rich history of working at vegetarian and vegan restaurants around Denver. He was part of Beatrice and Woodsley and Bang Up to the Elephant and folks that had a much more fine dining experience, and we wanted to bring that same quality of food to a looser, casual feel, and I think that's what Chef was looking for, too. His execution's spot on, man. I'm a vegan as well, and I'm blown away. Vegetarian, occasionally vegan, but he's doing great work.
Brunson, Dustin, Dave, point at the camera.
And that is course number 3.
Course 3. Oh, this is awesome.
Okay, cool. So we got
you guys should be super stoked.
Did you try this charred frisee?
Yeah, it was one of my favorite things.
1, 2, 3 courses we've gone through. I think that worked pretty well, right? If we can actually get those clips.
Am I doing anything bad?
No.
You're super easy.
Dustin, you got to have a microphone, man. No, it's probably smart.
Are we still in the air?
Yeah.
He called me super easy. I thought that meant we were off the air. I had no idea. I wouldn't have agreed with him if I would have known you were videoing.
Did this come off of the smoker out back?
I think I don't think so.
It's just
I don't
pulling
think any
right.
of that got on the smoker.
It's just pulling right off,
It's
man.
braised perfectly.
Eat that.
You should try his smoked fish and chips, man.
Try this one.
He's
Really?
doing some
Try
crazy
this. It's a
smoked
deli-
Yeah, try the vegan.
I'll tell you right now, Dustin's a sleeper. Or not Dustin. We know your talent.
Travis.
Travis is a sleeper.
Travis.
No, he's good.
What's Travis's last name?
Messive.
Messive?
Travis Messive.
Travis Messive's crushing it.
I
guys.
know. I tell you what, it's interesting because he comes in, he recognizes Brunson right away. He's like, "Oh, hey, you're Brunson?" Yeah.
Jay, mark that clip.
Guy's got the quiet cool on the line, man. He's always executing and just setting that tone and
to
on
have
expo.
this chef really sitting down here, and I can tell you're not
dude,
faking it.
This is great.
This is a good.
This is awesome, man.
This is a good one.
Yeah.
Are we gonna need a burger after this though?
No.
No. This is a dinner that's really gonna fill you up. It's gonna.
I
Be,
can't believe you can get this for $45. This is.
Yeah.
I mean,
How do you do that?
Yeah, it's kind of, it's the first thing we've done, and with COVID, it's kind of.
yeah, bring them out. Get
yeah.
them out. Come on
So
out,
it's
folks.
like, let's
spend some
get
money.
people here.
Yeah. You've been sitting on all that money. Come out and
This
spend
is,
some of it.
this is a money-losing dinner
Yeah.
tonight, for sure.
This is
But,
delicious.
Yeah, we want
So
people to be
brewers-
able to see what Travis can do. so.
Brewers are like chefs that
With
we
that,
love losing money.
Yeah, right?
That's
How do
freaking
we-
delicious.
Yeah.
But here it is, Dave. You're a beer guy.
Yeah.
You're a beer guy. You're a distillery guy.
A little bit of both.
Getting the food game into this.
Oh, it's so awesome, man.
Well, it's awesome, but
breweries usually
where do
don't
you
have
go?
food like this. I mean,
Right.
this is awesome.
It's it's been interesting, and it was a lot of the reason was
Chef.
Yeah, chef.
I mean, literally,
Yeah.
chef. So you're a sleeper, bro.
Dude, everything's awesome. Like, awesome.
Yeah,
the vegan
it's
stuff's just as good as
impressive.
the meaty stuff. Like, yeah.
always the goal.
Yeah, I mean, you're totally crushing it back there. It's so cool to come into a place where the beer and the booze is always like boom, awesome, and now you come in the kitchen. The kitchen might be upshowing the brewery and the booze a little bit. To tell you the truth. But no, it's just cool to see all this this perfect relationship between brewer, distiller, chef, and all this come together like this on a plate, man. It's you guys are crushing it, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Boulder's lucky to have you.
Awesome.
Yes.
Oh, my God. And listen, I'll tell you what, food scene in Boulder, there's some particular folks up here. And as we've gone through, like Kyle Mendenhall. He's been up here just
Chef Kyle's the best, man.
Yeah, Kelly
Love
Whitaker.
him.
These
Well,
guys.
but Boulder, this is a hard place actually
Yeah,
for a
food-wise.
restaurant because
No.
you have people on both sides
Well done.
incredibly critical. So the fact that they're doing both the meat
I
and
wanna-
the vegan this well,
I want to tell
is
our
important.
audience who love delicious food and know where the food comes from and how it's grown and knowing that everybody's covered here, we give this the A+ right here. Just well done.
Yeah.
Completely.
Thank
You guys rock.
Nice work, Travis.
Great,
Yeah.
man. Yeah,
I
good
mean,
job, Travis.
literally.
I mean, it's hard because I want to keep eating, and I know
I
I
am.
need to
I'm
be
just
talking.
eating.
when I'm
I
like-
The great
don't
thing
care.
about this is when we wrap it up, I get to do it again.
Yeah. What?
That's why we wanted you to stay. The real dinner's coming up.
I would love
VIP
to.
one.
I got a 4:30.
Rock and roll. Can you get back?
Afterwards?
Yeah.
After this
Might be
and that,
fun.
I'm going to need to go home.
I know, like an Uber.
I wish you could join us. This is a great time here at Ska Street Brewstillery in Boulder, Colorado.
Brewstillery.
I know, isn't that great?
so cool.
And Ska
Funny.
Street, just merge the brands.
Yeah, we did. We
was an
tried
easy-
to get creative for about 8 months
Did
on
you?
that.
There were a lot of ideas, and then that
What
one
were
you
some
can't
of the
answer.
losers? Come on, I love hearing that.
Oh, I know what my favorite was.
What?
Plan B.
Plan B.
That was going to be the
Dave
name
was
of the
like,
place?
I
we
don't
have
get
to,
it.
we have to acknowledge that that is what most people associate with birth control. It's like, no, it's like Plan B. It's like the second.
I hadn't
plan
thought of
when-
that.
Oh, I wasn't thinking that at all.
I didn't either.
Yeah,
And we-
Dave, you dirty.
Hey, it's
How
my
do you know?
job.
That's
Part
right.
of my job. I used
well,
to.
that's interesting.
I've seen
because
some of your cans.
The
Plan
migrate.
Boulder, Plan Brewstillery. It was a great idea.
Yeah,
It's
the
pretty
migrate. It's
I've
in-
seen your can before.
well, it's interesting, the migration of really how brands work in Ska in particular, because, Dave, and I know you don't like people talking to me, you're a marketing genius. You truly are. I mean, throughout the...
I mean, except for this one obvious faux pas. Missing Plan B. He's clearly a marketing
Missing
genius.
No, and that's the point. I don't think that those chances can be taken this day and age,
Well,
especially when you're protecting the
that
brand.
wasn't the sole.
Because Mexican
issue.
lager firing off those two with the sombrero on and the chainsaws, he doesn't exist anymore. And
Yeah,
some of
not
the
exactly.
diehards
Nah.
would like to see that.
There's people that still give me a hard time for.
Are there stickers that exist?
Seeing my way through my existence
Yeah.
these last few years.
But where that marketing existence or that mindset, I guess, where does it come from with you?
Well, we started ska when we were punk ass kids, and literally like punk ass kids. And
yeah, like a year ago.
yeah, exactly.
The alcoholization far too much for that.
The irreverence, like it just didn't faze me. I didn't really care.
Yeah, because you
know?
didn't think you'd have a brand.
No, I didn't really
you didn't
realize
think it would be a national
would,
brand, right?
No, so it was kind of like I didn't care. And I think,
oh, really?
I think we've
Sweden.
It's interesting because it's
Sweden loves them, man.
Really? Oh, I bet. Yeah, I'm
yeah.
sure.
What's the deal with Sweden loving you?
That's a weird one. We got in there. We won a gold medal with Modus, our flagship IPA, at the Stockholm Beer and Whiskey Fest. And right at that same time, they had a listing in their monopoly, which is 400 state-owned liquor stores throughout the country. And we won that listing, and it was just the timing was perfect.
And now the government asks for an allocated amount of beer, don't they?
You get a big fine if you don't provide what they order. And yeah,
sounds
and
like my
it's,
wife.
The timing on it
punishment's about the same too.
The timing on it was amazing. I got to do 10 days in Sweden and meet a bunch of Jorgen and the distributors and the guys there, and there was no hoppy West Coast style IPA in Sweden. That just wasn't a style. And now you see local brewers and all these great little
Everybody's
corn
doing
places
it, right?
making
Yeah.
it. Yeah, and I think it was sort of a catalyst or a turning point beer. Like people speak of that like you would Sierra Nevada Pale here or something like that.
How
when
cool
you're at the
is
bars.
that to be like, we got a beer there, and now there's a whole style of beer that everybody's brewing there to mimic the beer that you brought to a country. Like,
Yeah, it's
not too
pretty
many people get to
crazy.
say
Hey, Jay,
that,
When
right?
you see it
I mean,
push back from
let's get
America
Jay.
to a European country,
Yeah.
most people think of German brewing coming here.
What do you gotta
or
say?
Belgian brewing or something
Are
like
we
that.
putting
But
Bill
it is
on or no?
interesting how it swirls.
Absolutely,
awesome.
we're putting Bill on.
Well, you know, what is it? The ultimate flattery is someone. There's an old saying
when
about
they
that,
steal all your ideas.
right? Yeah, is the ultimate flattery.
Is imitation.
Imitation is the ultimate
All
flattery.
right, we got to do this. We're going to break off. Bill's going to join us.
Oh, good.
On the
Good.
Zoom, which is going to be cool. But also, Jay, are you not monitoring the stream? My mom said, what does my mom say?
Patty, where you at,
yeah,
sweetie?
she said something. She goes,
oh,
yeah.
Patty.
Oh, my God, Dave is
Oh,
so cute
shit,
and funny
Patty,
as hell.
you're cheating on me with
I
Dave,
know,
Patty.
cheating on Justin.
Come
How
on,
do you
Patty.
do that? She came up to you and she had.
She did at the summer dinner series.
She's a sweetie, huh?
She is.
She's hitting on Dave.
That's very funny.
She was hitting on you, man.
sounds
See,
like
you
what
should
it
have closed the
sounds-
deal when you could have, man. It's just
It's terrible.
Dave's
You're
her
a
new love.
horrible child.
Why?
Just so you
I
know,
know.
Give
you're
Mama
a
what she wants.
You're a horrible child.
yeah.
And she wants some Dave.
Yeah.
And I don't blame you. We love some Dave too, man.
I'm into
Here's
it
the
right now.
ultimate compliment. When Chef is just, I mean, we're talking and eating and if it was bad food, he
I
wouldn't
can't
be-
stop eating.
He wouldn't be doing that. That's the ultimate
Yeah, that's
compliment.
fantastic.
Yeah,
Good
the
job.
cocktails,
You
the
guys.
beer, the food, it's awesome.
Truly,
This dinner's going
the
to be rocking.
hospitality. This is why community is so much, because today, Petrarco Farms, new friends, right?
Oh, yeah.
You'll be in contact
Oh,
with them.
dude, I am.
They're
going
going
to
to plant a row for
They're
it.
going to grow my habaneros next year for my habanero orange zest salami that we make down at River
nice.
Bear, which is going to be super
Yeah,
dope.
and these guys, right?
Yeah.
You're going to catch up with these guys.
Oh, totally.
yeah.
I've already been thinking. I was like, does your Mexican lager, is that a rice beer?
It's got dextrose in it, so it's
Here's
got
one
corn
thing.
sugar in
Okay,
Corn
Chef,
sugar, but
Yeah.
no wheat.
you're probably already thinking this.
I don't think there is any wheat
Yeah,
in
we should
Mexican
talk about make
lager.
a bratwurst.
There was where I was going.
Yeah.
That would be a good
Yeah, we use beer in our
River
Texas hot
Bear,
wing too. So
Ska, Brat,
Yeah.
Colorado brands.
scissoring.
So she,
Is that not okay to say?
That's course 3, folks.
And that is course 3.
and then right there.
Justin and Dave Scissor, course 3.
Course 4. We'll break off, come back, we'll regroup.
Yeah,
Clear
and
off.
go over our dessert.
Our dessert, the dessert course. What do you think?
I'm ready for it. Let's
Do you
go.
like sweets?
Nah, I'm not
Not
a
really?
huge sweet guy.
We can bring out a Dagwood. It's all duck. You want to close
Dave,
like
do you
right
like-
after that meat
Dave,
heavy
do you like
set.
sweets?
I'm not a sweets guy.
Really?
Actually, yeah.
How about
thank
you,
God.
Dustin?
I am not a sweets
Look
guy.
at that.
I mean, I'm an
And you know
alcohol
me.
guy. It's kind of the same thing.
That's right. You got
I'm also
candida.
an alcohol guy.
You need that sugar in your body.
I'm like, give me sweets.
All right, this is a great day. The sun is out. We're in Boulder, Colorado.
Hopefully it rains. It looks like it might
We're
rain.
eating delicious food. This is literally.
I can't stop eating it.
Well,
Hold on a second. When you are thinking about the top restaurants in Boulder, Colorado, with such high esteem, and I'm not going to take anything away from River and Woods, but this dish could be served at River and Woods.
Oh,
all day long.
Hell yes.
All right, we'll break away. We'll come right back. The Modern Eater Show. Jay, you ready for me? No problem. Just hang on just a second. You know this guy.
Yeah, it's about time. Get Bill.
Wow, Bill.
Say something nice about Bill, and we'll come back and
something nice about Bill.
Yeah, something nice. Are you ready, Jay? All right, Jay's ready. We'll break away. We'll come right back. This is a good day right here in the Mile High City. It's a Thursday. Thanks for joining us. The Modern Eater Show continues.
Hi, I'm Charlie Gottenkenny, brewmaster at Brews Beers. Our all-new Abbey 4-pack contains the main products of Abbey and Trappist breweries in Belgium. So with the 4-pack, you'll get a single, a double, a triple, and a quadruple. One of each. Most monastery breweries will make 2 to 4 of these. Some of them make all 4. And American craft breweries like Brews that specialize in Belgian beers will make multiple versions of the Big 4 throughout the year. So where can you get an Abbey 4-pack? Well, you can get it at either Brews location, 67th and Pecos in Midtown, or in the East Colfax neighborhood at Colfax and York. You can also find them at fine liquor stores throughout the Denver area. So get yours today and take home some Belgian-style badassery.
Hey guys, it's Brian Rizzuto with Encore Energy, the guy who saves your businesses money on natural gas. I know these are crazy, crazy times right now, so while your business is working on increasing your sales, let me work on saving you guys money on your natural gas. I make it as easy as possible. Just provide 12 months worth of natural gas bills to me. I'll do the rest. I know you're really busy, so let me get to work for you. You can reach me at 720-245-5771. I look forward to hearing from you guys, and let me try to save you some money in these crazy times. Bye.
We started Meridium Spirits because we love the way that spirits and cocktails can bring people together to socialize, to bond, to have conversations. Well, right now we've got some big conversations to have. Coop Vodka and Coop Gin are available at liquor stores across the metro area, but if you can't find us or would like to have us behind your bar or at your restaurant, send us an email, info@meridiumspirits.com. We know things are a little different these days, but think of us the next time you're planning a virtual happy hour or a socially distant picnic. And keep an eye on our social media, Coop by Meridium, for all the latest and greatest.
Hey, Dave Thibodeau here. Hey, friends of the Modern Eater. This is Dave Thibodeau from Ska Brewing and Peach Street Distillers. I wanted to let you know that our new Brewstillery is up and running again in Boulder. And we've got a great selection of Ska beers, nearly 30 on tap. We've also got all of our Peach Street spirits available, a great mixology program that we brought down from the Western Slope in Palisade. We're open limited hours, Wednesday through Friday from 3 to 10. And then we open up earlier at 10 a.m. on Saturday and Sunday and get some brunch action rolling. We have 2 great patios. Socially distant seating is available. And you can always check for more information at skastreet.com and hope we become your new favorite neighborhood spot. And I'd like to meet you there in the not too distant future for a beer or a drink soon. So take care, be healthy, and stay strong. And I'll talk to you later.
Hi guys, it's Cody Ann from Aspen Baking Company. We specialize in fresh, preservative-free, amazing bread. But with all the food news, go right here to the Modern Eater.
Okay, back to the show right now. Ska Street Brewstillery. So I've been to Ska Brewing Company in Durango. I've been to Peach Street Distillers in Palisade. And this is our first trip to Ska Street Brewstillery in Boulder, Colorado. I'll tell you what, Boulder, you probably got the coolest thing that you've ever had.
We didn't really touch on it, but you can see now the sun coming in. We do have a big patio space. We've got a couple patios out there, so it's not just inside where we're filming, but so most of the dinner will be out on the patios tonight. So
it's going to be a good
huge patio.
Yeah,
beautiful out there.
Chef Justin Brunson with us here as
nice
well.
Backyard.
It was a good day today, really.
And
we've been eating some delicious food, but we know the brewer now, right? Now's your chance to meet Bill. Set this up, Dave.
So Bill and I started Ska Brewing together in Durango. We started home brewing together in the mid-'80s and kind of grew up, have known each other since 7th grade. And then we started Peach Street together with a different third friend. There's 3 of us that own Ska. Other partners, Matt Vincent, he also owns Ska Fabricating, if you really want to make it confusing.
Yes.
And then Bill and I, with another friend, started Peach Street in 2005. And now Bill lives in Palisade and kind of does day-to-day and kind of runs the show up there at Peach Street. Well, I do the similar thing at Ska Brewing down in Durango.
And you both started Wheat Ridge?
We both went to Wheat Ridge. We both went to junior high at Manning Junior High School.
Yeah, and literally when you're in high school, and Bill, welcome to the show. Good to see your face. How are you?
I'm doing great. How's it going?
I think good. We're eating, we're drinking. We're at this beautiful Brewstillery in Boulder, Colorado, as you join us from Palisade, Colorado. I got to tell you guys, first of all, I am so envious. Because childhood friends and living your dream since the beginning of where you got a hold of a recipe book from your old man. It was like, what would happen if we started brewing beer together, right? It all started with beer.
It did, and it wasn't. Go ahead, Bill.
No, it was, I think we were about 18, and we couldn't buy beer legally at the store at that time. Or, well, we could get 3-2 beer. And Dave had some recipes, and we were able to, kind of bootleg ingredients down from Cheyenne, Wyoming. So this was, 1986. Yeah. And you couldn't even buy ingredients in Colorado to make beer at that point in time. We had to get it out of Wyoming. And, we made some interesting beers back then. I wouldn't call them good. I would call them interesting.
Dave says the same thing, and as we've gotten to know you guys throughout the years, it's interesting that my mindset at that age was shoulder tap. Do you remember that? Where you go and you just ask some guy, "Hey, I'll give you I'll give you $40."
Whoa, now
I've never.
Hold on.
I'll give you $40, and you go in and just give me a case of beer. Come out and you do whatever you want with the rest of the shoulder tapping. You tap on a guy's shoulder. You guys decide we're going to brew beer. Home brew.
I made my own I had my own ID that I made out of High Times magazine when I was 16. That said I was from 420 Red Bud Road in Minnesota somewhere, and it worked great all through high school.
You guys tried to figure it out, but then all of a sudden, at what point did it turn into a business?
It was interesting. I think Bill and I were both working down in Durango, and we had kind of talked about it, and it we approached the SBA and the bank, and everybody was a naysayer. And I think we kind of, if nothing else, became kind of determined a little bit out of spite. We got to show these people that we can actually do something. And I don't know that I ever actually really realized that it was really going to happen, or that if it did, that it would be successful. And I don't know how Bill felt about it, but we just kept pushing forward. And Bill's dad eventually lent us a little bit of money, and that's what we started with. It was a lot of foraging around for used equipment and bartering, a lot of closed down dairies and small farms on the western slope of Colorado that had old stainless tanks just sitting in fields. They'd sell us for $200 or $300, and then we'd have a guy fabricate them into either trade him or fabricate them into brewing vessels.
So, Bill, the true entrepreneurial spirit story of okay, can I get a couple bucks from the folks? How can we go out and just bootstrap things together? How can we make it work to actually, can we have a legitimate business, or at least because we now have an LLC, we can think about, paying taxes and buying stuff for our business and paying ourselves. That's a scary, transition into that, but you just went for it, huh?
Well, yeah, but the first brewery space we chose actually because it had a shower. And we were pretty convinced that our business skill would not come through and it would fail. And at least if worst came to worst, we could at least live there. So really that space was chosen simply because it had a shower.
That's a true story.
Shooting for the stars, huh?
A lot of confidence in ourselves.
Shooting for the stars.
Yeah, and we were both pretty sure this thing was gonna not do so well, but we had a lot of fun. That first year was really a blast. Like Dave said, we traveled all over the western part of Colorado and the Front Range, hauling tanks and kegs and odds and ends and little parts and pieces around, and we like pieced them all together and made the first couple of batches of beer and mostly sold them to our friends, and they loved it. So we were like, well, we've screwed up now. And Dave was the courier, I think, at Purgatory. He quit his day job, and we just kept making beer. And the distillery is not too far from that. The first still that we had, we made from a quarter barrel keg and actually smashed the windshield out of a Toyota Corolla to make the rectifying column out of. So we have a checkered past with funky gear and probably some stuff that shouldn't have succeeded, but here we are.
What's interesting is I look at myself building a company and young entrepreneurs and really not knowing, you try and you get traction, right? And that's a great entrepreneurial book as well as Traction. But you look to the future being uncertain, and you started, at what point did you feel we've got some traction?
Gosh, I don't know.
Never?
Yeah. I'm still trying to find some traction, to be honest with you. It's
and that's a very valid thing. But now you have a lot of people and assets and products and people, things to be relied on. They're coming to you at this point. They want the money, and you've got to pay it out. But here you are now at this point in time. What do you look back on, and what was the most defining thing? Because I'll tell you what, partners are not easy, especially childhood friend partners. How did you guys stay together throughout the years to where it didn't just all fall apart and hubris took place to where you killed yourself like Rome? It's a true question. It's a tough thing to manage who's involved in your businesses and how you work well together. Brunson, you had great partners throughout the years?
Oh, man, I've had some of the greatest and some of the worst.
Yeah.
All together.
And some of them have been friends, and business gets sticky with your friends, right?
It does, and it's emotional and tiring and exhausting, and you're just working so hard just trying to get your little idea up off the ground. I remember there was a period where I worked 7 days a week, 17 hours a day for 6 months. My first day off, I went to a John Prine concert at Red Rocks, and I fell asleep standing up. I was snoring like this, and my buddy Andy poured a beer down my throat. He's like, "Get it together,
Wake
Brunson."
up, Brunson.
I was like, it was crazy.
It sounds familiar, not that part.
That's actually that part sounds very familiar.
Yeah, totally.
Keeping it together's been easy, guys?
It's,
No, it's been a challenge on kind of every front, but, it's something worth doing, and when you're pretty passionate about the beer and the spirits and all that, it should show. You're sitting in a location by itself that took us 5 years to kind of come to fruition, and then of course the opening day we were open for 72 minutes or something like that, so it's always super challenging, but I can let Dave elaborate more.
Yeah, I think, Bill and I,
you hate each other.
We met each other.
You hate each other.
Actually, I think we knew each other before 7th grade because we were both wrestlers.
Really?
And there was tournaments that I had to go to Arvada.
We met at a 5th grade wrestling tournament, like Pee-wees.
Dave was wrestling heavyweight.
Yeah.
I wrestled.
Dave was a big kid. He was a big kid.
I look at you guys, and I sincerely, not only do I admire you guys, I love the brand, I love the community, but I also love that you built it from scratch. I mean, and being a Colorado brand and just supporting so much, it's in my opinion, you guys are living the dream. And in the comic book, Dreaming the Dream. That is so funny, man. Good stuff. You guys put out good stuff. So, Bill, you join us 3 courses in.
Yes, sir.
4 courses.
We're on the 4th.
I watched a little bit there, yeah, and we're picking up a few things. Brian was asking about blending some spirits, and no, that doesn't happen. Usually, when we dump a barrel, it's usually standalone. The 2 and the 3-year-old, it's a combination of 2.5 and 3.5-year-old bourbon, our Joe bourbon. But the 5-year barrels are individual barrels, and the 10-year-old barrel in particular is like, when we dump it, that's what we have. And Dustin was alluding a little bit to it on that price point, was we weren't sure what we were even going to get out of it after 10 years here in the Palisade heat, 105 degrees, if it was just going to be bourbon dust at the bottom of the barrel or what. So we actually had a pretty good yield, so that drove that price point down, and we were impressed. And so keep learning each year as we do this more and more, and kind of honing our craft. But I was curious, how is that Smoke Dry Manhattan? I mean, Smoke Dry is one of the unique spirits that we make here that I don't think anybody can really touch. So I was curious about having a Smoke Dry Manhattan and the pairing.
What's interesting about it is that a lot of times when you get anything smoked, you just think it's fabricated at the bar to where they're using the plank of wood and then the lighter, and you go over. But that didn't happen, but you have the same taste and effect from it?
I'd say it's – so I'm still drinking mine.
Yeah.
Obviously, all the ice is melted now, so it's super watered down. And the smoke is really subtle. It was a bit more intense earlier. But in the Manhattan, it was kind of it's absolutely there. It's a smoke dry.
It's a hit. Yeah. Bill, so Brunson, we're picking up a bottle for Brunson of the 10-year. I'm going to have Dave sign it just because I don't want Brunson drinking it right away. You can if you want to, but if we're signing it. Bill,
you know what? It's probably going to go into my collection. I have a pretty intense bourbon collection at my house.
And you got to drink. I mean, I think you got to drink what you have, but it's cool. But what I want you to do, Brunson,
it's a special one,
I want you to meet this gentleman here. So
I'm coming for you. Look out, sir.
So we'll hold on to it. Dave will sign it here, and then we'll wait, and you'll sign it at some point.
Yeah.
That'll be cool.
No, 100%.
All right, so we're going to jump into this next course, and we'll keep Bill around for it, right? But we want to talk. Who's going to do? You're going to do the beer talking.
Sure, I'll talk about
We're all
the beer
here right now, so you do your precise package of course 4, but you know where to start, and then you just take it away, Dave Thibodeau.
Okay, here comes course 4. This Travis isn't out here right now, but if you want to read what it is,
all right,
here
we go. Course 4, it's all vegan. We have a soursop and key lime pie with macerated blueberries and coconut sorbet.
So I could get this wrong, and which is why Travis should be out here. But soursop is a fruit that I believe tastes. You've seen it. It's green with prickles on it, and I think it tastes. From what I understand, I've never tasted it before. From what I understand, it's got some pineapple. It tastes a little bit like pineapple, maybe a little bit of sour apple and some citrus.
Yeah, exactly. Wow. Nailed it for not knowing it.
And for Travis, he brought this out 5 minutes ago, and it's still holding up right now. But, Chef, you're jumping in.
Man, this thing is great.
Yeah, so that's a coconut sorbet on the top there. It's still hanging in there, and it's a key lime pie. So between the soursop and the key lime, we've got our pairing with it is our tropical hazy IPA.
This tastes creamy with that.
Right?
Like this is so acidic. You taste this with it. It gives you this like creamy, unctuous feeling on your palate. Get in there and try it. It's super cool.
Where should we get on the other side?
Yeah, it's the beer itself has a super soft mouthfeel. And it's not truly bitter, even though it's an IPA. These hops are added late after the hot side. So they don't actually leave a lingering bitterness. You get most of it through the olfactory system, through your nose. It's mostly in the aroma.
It's creamy, right?
Good. Yeah, but the creamy came out right at the end.
The two
with that beer.
hops that we use in it are Idaho 7 and Cashmere. They both have tropical fruit notes, and there actually is pineapple and papaya in the beer too. It's although not much, but it's in there.
Really?
But then you have two different hops that really have the similar characteristics. I think the Idaho 7 has more of a more stone fruit and tropical fruit, whereas the Cashmere has a little bit of pine or a little bit of citrus in the tropical fruit. And I think with the key lime and the sour sop, it's. I mean,
that's a great. I think that's my favorite actual the pairing,
Is
and I'm not a sweet person.
And that was delicious. Yeah, Bill, what do you think? You jealous?
I really am. I tried hard to get over there, and I'm sorry this fire is like just raging down I-70. Or I would kill to be there right now.
The connection's good. Bill, just get up with whatever device, if it's a computer or a phone, and do a spin around and show us that beautiful backdrop that you have there in Palisade, Colorado.
Okay.
Couldn't be mad when you find out it's a sheet.
So we're just looking off of here, and then
that.
Wow.
Bill, are you on the south side of Palisade there?
You'll recognize the landscape probably in just a sec here.
Oops.
Yeah.
East side. So we're like that's looking up to Beck Canyon.
Okay, yep.
And then I'm going to try to hold it and move slow, but that's over there on Mount Garfield.
You do not look miserable at all.
Those are
That
Bill's
looks
vineyards
good.
out there.
That's
Bill's
so
got
Yep.
5 acres, Bill, of grapes.
Yep, 5 acres.
Dave, point at the camera and say,
That was course 4. Thank you guys so much for coming.
enjoy the dinner. It was so awesome.
Yeah, you guys are going to kill it. This is delicious food.
Thank you so much
for sharing.
Maybe, you could ask Bill. So Bill's son was the one who raised the pig of the fateful head that didn't make it down the highway or across from the western slope. So
you know it's a good pairing dinner when you drink everything, you eat everything, and you go away and you go, you know what? You just had an experience.
Yeah, man. Next time in Boulder, I'll be here. So thank
Awesome.
you. Yeah.
That's it. Man, that's a good thing. Bill, thank you so much for joining us.
Wow, Bill.
Yeah, we'll see you back up there. Every year we go see you, man, and we love catching up with you. Hey, while we have you
Come down, we'll walk pigs next time.
Awesome. You got a bunkhouse around there? I'm coming down to see you.
You want Brunson there.
You bet.
Hey, Bill, last time we saw you, it was the first day of just opening up Peach Street Distillery, or Distillers. How's it been going for you since the day one of the reopening?
It's actually been pretty good. Of course it could be better. Everything's it's pretty weird with all the, the mask rules and everything else, but it's doing pretty well. But unfortunately, and I'm trying to finish on a positive note, that it's good and this highway will get back open, but
fires.
You know where we're at. We're only a couple of blocks off of the highway, and the highway being closed this past week, we were down pretty significantly. So hopefully they'll get that thing rolling, get this fire put out. I just heard a train roll by, and believe it or not, that's actually good news. If the trains are rolling, it came from somewhere, right? It came down the canyon somehow. So if they're getting trains through, hopefully they'll be getting cars and trucks through soon. So we'll hopefully just have a little hiccup here and get back after our retail side of business.
Thanks.
Otherwise, buy a bunch of tenure up in Denver for me.
We will. Thanks for the update, Bill. Always a pleasure catching up with you, man. And it's good seeing that smile. Man.
We'll miss you tonight, Bill.
Yeah, man. Have fun. Sorry about your car, Dave. I heard a little through Jay, but good luck,
sucks.
you guys. Have fun. I wish I was there.
We will for sure.
Cheers.
Later. Be safe.
I mean, that's a day.
Right.
We had a great day.
Yeah,
You can't do any more than that. I want to stop on that note. I really do. We have some work to do. We're going to turn around a couple of clips. Brunson, you're on the road. You're heading to Stem Cider?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What's going on with that?
Just going to go do a little tour over there and maybe talk about a little salami collaboration. So.
Tell my friends Eric and Dave Duffy that I said hello.
Yeah.
Some
At
of the
the
best in the
Acreage
best in
campus?
Colorado is
Yeah.
River Bear American Meats. I'd encourage you to take a look at these guys if you want to get your kitchen stocked up on the best of the best around. All right, Brunson, thank you.
Man, thanks for a
here.
great day.
Dude.
Yep.
Always there for us. I love you, man. Dave Thibodeau, we're going to have a great evening tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
You can't get rid of us that quick. Brian Freeman, what?
What?
And Jay Parker for getting this all, making it available
Yeah,
for
Jay
us.
Parker!
So for
Jay
Jay
Parker.
Parker and Brian Freeman and Dave Thibodeau and Mr. Chef Butcher Justin Brunson, thank you, Dustin, the whole staff and crew here, and Bill for joining us on the show, Julie Petracco as well. I'm Greg Hollenbach. We'll kick the rock down the road, and we'll see you tomorrow. It's a Friday. We can do that. The Modern Eater Show continues.